Guys and gals, welcome back to another exciting edition of my Drunken Couch Sessions. Yay! Welcome to my couch. Don't think of my outfit. Fat Donkey is my friend's clothing company. And just let me give you a little look of my outfit of the day. I like it. I'm gigging on it. It's my jam right here. But anyway, so here's the point of this video. I want to talk about this whole like Slender Man bullshit. And more specifically, I want to talk about, there was a story on the news where two 12-year-old girls, they didn't really ambush her because they had her over to like have a sleepover, and they've been planning this shit for like months. But they stabbed their friend 19 times because they were all wrapped up in this like Slender Man thing, okay? And I had never heard of, well, maybe in passing I'd heard of like Slender Man, like on the interwebs and like internet shit, because I'm pretty like up on shit, you know. But obviously our kids are more up on things than we are. Like really, seriously, like what the fuck? Like they are so technologically savvy. Being a parent in this day and age, and having children who are of an age where they're aware of the internet, not only are they aware of it, they have access to it. It's like being in the wild, wild west. You know, it's like a whole new frontier. It really is. It's like, how do we monitor our children and like what they're exposed to and what they're getting into and like what they like, you know? This particular story that I was talking about with the Slenderman case, this girl who was stabbed by her friends 19 times, by these two other 12-year-old friends. The one girl who like masterminded this whole plan is this 12-year-old girl who was like completely obsessed with Slender Man. And she believed that if she murdered her friend, then she and this other girl could go walking through the woods and find his mansion and tell him what they did and impress him and blah, you know what I mean? And then I was talking about it tonight at the family dinner. I just kind of casually brought it up to my oldest daughter, and I was like, okay, what do you know about Slender Man? Like I heard this thing, and she like touted off this whole long thing about Slender Man's this and like his whole like lore and like blah 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 blah. And I was like, wow. And she was like, yeah, check out Creepypasta, check out this, check out this, check out this. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. I knew it was like a big thing. Slender Man, in case you don't know, it's a fictional character that is basically a pedophile. It's a faceless, like long-limbed, creepy, like kind of character that, I don't know, it's weird. Do yourself a favor and research it. Look up Slender Man. There's a lot more. What I found more was on YouTube, a lot more like funny stuff. You know, like just like funny, like ha 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 kind of stuff. Slender Man is my roommate. Brr. Slender Man versus Barney. Brr. You know, just like funny stuff versus like real super creepy stuff. But the creepy stuff that I found was like really creepy. I monitor what the fuck our kids are like watching. But unfortunately, it's like, how do we do that? How do we do that effectively? I guess is like my biggest question. Like how, and like we were having this conversation, my mom was there, and we were talking about like the whole Slender Man thing, being my oldest daughter. And she's like, oh, I guess we need to like fix the parental controls. And I'm like, well, Mom, Slender Man and like different kinds of fan fiction, like whatever, whatnot, doesn't necessarily like violate that. It's just creepy stuff. You know what I mean? It's just weird. It's like scary stories. It's like R.L. Stein when we were kids, you know, and Goosebumps and, you know, whatever that we were into when we were kids. That was like, like, why are you going to censor that? You know what I mean? But and it's all like, it's like fan fiction. The girl who masterminded this whole like attack on her friend based on the fact that she was obsessed with Slender Man, she I'm not a doctor. Okay. Okay. I am not a counselor. I am not a therapist. I don't ever claim to be, and I've said that many times in my vlogs. However, I'm just saying, I know a little bit about some stuff. Okay, darling. Anyway, but she has many markings of a sociopath. She, in her interview with the police, says that she felt no remorse. In fact, her exact quote, I believe, was something like, "Is it strange that I felt no remorse?" Yes! It's fucking weird. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking sociopath. And there were other things too. The level of obsessive thinking on this like topic, she planned this out for like 5 months, okay? To be like so obsessed with a certain kind of like directive or like I don't even know how to describe it. That's so beyond the beyond. It's like you're 12 years old. I feel like the internet is inherently a really good thing. We're so connected, we're so diverse, we're so interconnected with each other. I mean, I can go and I can watch whatever kind of thing I want to watch on the internet. There's nobody policing my activity. It's all good and well, you know. But I'm a normal person, just a normal person with a normal psyche and a normal mental canvas. You know what I mean? But there are those within our society who are legitimately sick. They have very real mental problems, like this girl who masterminded at 12 years old to murder her friend to impress this fictional character online. You got some fucking issues. Okay, so Elliot Rogers. Same thing with him, too. It's like, I feel like the internet is more a good place than a bad place, but there are certain types of people that it draws, and there are certain types of disorders that it just encourages. You know what I mean? But I think this is kind of like just like a reflection of humanity. How do we police this? How do we um, keep from, having another Elliot Rogers, Isla Vista, like shooting attack, or, like Slender Man, 12-year-old girls attacking each other, or Columbine, or like, any of these different types. How do we protect our children? Really? And this is what I want to know. This is what I want to know in the comments. So leave your comments down below of some of the things that you personally are doing with your children to protect them and to protect yourself and whatnot. Me personally, what I'm doing is just keeping an open line of communication with my children. And let's do this thing. Let's do it. Let's bring this together. Let's have a conversation. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Love you. Besos. Stay beautiful.